Guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be coming to you guys with another makeup tutorial. Now, for this look, I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, but then I kind of don't. I want to have a variation of videos on my channel, not just makeup tutorials, because I don't know if that may kind of get boring to you guys. But I'm going to go ahead and get on with my look. I have freshly washed skin. I have not moisturized it, which, yes, I need to moisturize my skin like it's really, really dry. I'm going to be moisturizing my face with the Yes 2 Carrots Nourishing Intense Hydration Night Cream. Follow me on Instagram, you know that I love the Yes 2 line. And I like to use this under my makeup sometimes. Sometimes I use this at night as well. It is a night cream, but it's super hydrating. So any of you out there who have have dry skin, like this is super duper hydrating, and it really does like soak into the skin. It doesn't sit on top of the skin. So I love to use this. Now I do use this lightly, especially when I'm using it on my makeup, because I have oily skin. I want my skin to be moisturized. I just don't want to do the most with it because it's very hydrated. It's very hydrating to the skin. A little on my lips. I do that sometimes when I can't find my chapstick. I'm going to go in with my DERMABLEND primer. So I'm going to let that dry for a few minutes and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. So I went ahead and color corrected as well. And I'm going to be trying out a new foundation. This is not even actually new. It's actually new to me. And it is the Black Radiance Color Perfect Liquid Makeup. That's the name of it. And it is the shade Bisque. Number 8417. So I'm going to be trying out this today. It is really thick. And that is one of the reasons why I have not tried it. I've seen it quite a few times, but it just scared me just a little bit because I was just thinking like, oh my gosh, my pores are going to be screaming. And so far it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. Like I like to like fan myself to see if I can still feel any air. And I can, so it does seem like it will be breathable. And it has pretty decent coverage. I like that. It looks like it kind of oxidized a little bit. And it looks a little red. Can y'all tell? I look so red. Yeah, this makeup oxidizes red because you can see here it has a nice warm to neutral undertone, and it matches me perfectly. But then here where it has dried down, it definitely has a more red undertone like that. Hopefully when I go in with my concealer, it'll kind of tone down that redness. But I do like, so far I do like the finish of it. So now I'm going to go in with my NARS concealer. I'm just all over the place today. I think I'm just a little off, like. Now I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Better Skin Superstay concealer. How do you guys feel about makeup tutorials? Do you like them back to back, or would you like to break them up to keep it interesting? What is it that you guys would like to see? I love makeup tutorials, and I love hauls, which you would not be seeing that often on my channel. Because a sister gotta save. Like, I think I've like become obsessed with brushes. Because I really feel like they really can take your makeup look to the next level. So I ended up purchasing Jaclyn Hill's makeup brush collection. And it arrived one day early than what it was supposed to. My package was stolen. I contacted Morphe to let them know that I didn't receive my package, and literally like I was at home that day when it was delivered and left out an hour after it said it was delivered. in my notifications, and I didn't see it until after the fact, maybe a couple of hours later. But I literally walked out my door maybe an hour after it was delivered, and it wasn't there. So I've been going back and forth with UPS and back and forth with Morphe about my brushes. That was $150. I had bought all her brushes. I had planned on doing a first impressions on the brushes as well. Well, UPS has been kind of slack because my boyfriend ordered a pair of shoes from Foot Locker, and it said that the shoes had been delivered. He called UPS to see where his package was because it wasn't at home. They put a tracker on it, and the UPS guy actually delivered the shoes to the apartment complex, apartment building, a couple apartment buildings in front of us. And then they said they wanted us to go and knock on the door and ask for the shoes back, or see if someone has the shoes, knock on the door. Now, it's about 6 apartments in the apartment buildings. So they expected us to actually knock on each door and ask them did they have our package. I was not about to do that. He was not about to do that. Do you really think that they were going to give us our package back? We checked with the rent office and they did not. No one returned a package because it clearly had his name on it and our apartment building on it, apartment number on it. And what makes them think that when we knock on their door, they're gonna say, oh yeah, I have your package, I have your shoes. Like, no one is doing that. But I tell you what, no one else had gotten our mail. The mailman, I don't know what's going on with them. The mailman had put our mail in someone else's mailbox, you know, and it was a bill, and you know they returned that. They opened it and then returned it. Sometimes I really like to go for a nice highlighted look, but I don't like to go in too heavy to start off. I'll build on it because I don't want it to be too stark under my eyes. So sometimes I like go in with a little bit and then I'll build on it. So now I'm just going to go in with my black Opal foundation sticks. I'm going to go in with my bronzing shade first. I was on Target's website, on my Target app, and I saw that they're going to be coming out with some new, they're going to be coming out with some cosmetic products, and I'm really wanting to try that. The cosmetic line looks pretty youthful. It is pretty affordable as well. It's not going to be available until November. I want to try that out. Would you guys be interested in seeing something like that? Because I really want to. This is how long I had this brush. I bought this brush with the intentions of using it for my foundation, and this actually is an e.l.f. brush. I thought this was a NYX brush. This is actually an e.l.f. brush. I bought this with the intentions of using it for my foundation, but it was a little too stiff for me, and I don't know why it doesn't feel as stiff as it used to, but I think it's perfect for blending out my contour. I'm just going to blend out this concealer on my nose. I shouldn't let it sit so long. Like, this brush just blends out everything so nicely. Now I'm going to go with the other black Opal foundation, shade Black Walnut. And what I like to do is, I've noticed that I just kind of like to have a more chiseled contour. So I'll just take and stipple a little bit on the tip of the brush. And then I'll just take and keep it further back by the ear. Just really just blend that out in this little area here. This is going to give me a more defined contour, and just little circular motions just to kind of blend it into that cream bronzer. And then I take what's left on a brush and I'm just going to contour my nose. Alright, so now I'm going to set my face with my DERMABLEND loose setting powder. I really like this powder. So with the holidays coming up, I want to try out some of the gift sets, some of the drugstore makeup gift sets, and also some of their like skincare gift sets that they may have, because I don't think I've gotten into really getting gift sets. I don't think I've really gotten into purchasing gift sets, at least not that I can remember, but I really think, you know, gift sets are a really good buy, because you get to try out things from a line that you like or just wanted to try and kind of get a feel for it. So I think I'm gonna start collecting some of the holiday gift sets. Let me know, like, tell me what you guys think or what you want to see from me, because I won't know if you don't say anything. Now I'm going to go in with my other DERMABLEND powder. I'm just being extra and using both of them because I really do like both of them, because it really does stick. So I'm just dusting it over that. So I'm going to take some of that illuminating banana powder and I'm going to like really stamp it on the bridge of my nose. Now I'm going to go with my black Radiance pressed powders, and I am just going to set everything. You guys know the powders that I like to use. I'm going to go in with my deeper shade to contour. I like to take and put a little bit of my setting powder on top of the contour on my nose, because sometimes I can get a little harsh and you gotta fix it. So I want to see if my butter bronzer is going to be perfect for a contour. I did just put that on my nose and it was too dark. I put too much, actually. It wasn't too dark. I put too much. I think what I need is a really small, fluffy brush. I'm going to try this brush again, but I'm going to be very light-handed with it. So I just did a little tiny bit. Okay, so instead of going in with the eyeshadow palette, I'm going to use my NYX Sweet Cheeks blush palette for some eyeshadow, and I'm going to take that color there and I'm going to place that in my crease. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow brushes. My favorite eyeshadow brush. I love using this for the crease. It's so fluffy, but then it comes to a taper. Do you see that? It comes to a taper. And it gets right in the crease. And you just literally want to put the color on the tip of the brush. How I have it here. And then you just take and blend it, just keep it right in the crease, and then these little short hairs on the side, do you see that? Little short hairs on the side, they actually just do the work for you, like your little arms. So they just take and blend that color and kind of just like diffuse it. I love this brush, and I want to get another one. And this is Eco Tools, by the way. I'm obsessed with Eco Tools. Like, I've been obsessed since I started wearing makeup. I used to use one black brush that I got from, actually my sister got it for me. She got it for me from, I think it was like Walgreens or CVS or something like that. And we both had the same brush, and we used that brush till the wheels fell off. And we even used that brush for face, eyes, everything. And that's when we were just wearing eyeshadow as bronzer and as highlight. This one eyeshadow by Prestige Golden Retriever, we used to use that for everything. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I think I wanted to go in with my Artisan Color Baked Bronzer in Rose Gold. It looks a mess. Let me wipe it off. I want to go in with that and place that on my lid as well. I think I'm just going to keep this on my lid, but then bring it a little into my crease. Ooh, I love that. That is so pretty. It's giving me fall vibes. A little pumpkin here, pumpkin there. I'm just gonna blend that bronzer into the crease. Found one. Ooh, I haven't used this palette in so long. I love this palette. It's only $5, and I did some tutorials on this with this palette as well. I'll leave the card above. I'm gonna go into this shade right here. I'm kind of obsessed with adding this brown eyeliner. Now I'm going to go back in with that brown shade from my Nicki K palette. I am going to pretty much set that brown liner that I placed down and also smoke it out. I think I'm going to take a little bit of this black from the Nicki K palette down here at the bottom, right here. And I'm going to take and place that in the outer corner on my top lid. This black is so forgiving and it blends out really nicely. And especially if you're scared with working with blacks, like this is a black that I would definitely say work with first, because it's pigmented, as you can see, but it's not too pigmented to where you kind of lose control of it. And that's what I like about this black. Most people are looking for like a nice pigmented, super pigmented black. But if you're not used to working with black and you're scared to work with black, it's hard to work with. This actually is pigmented. I don't know what I'm talking about. It actually is pretty pigmented. I'm going to go in with this shade here because I want to bring that up into my brow, to the front of my brow bone, the front of my eyebrows, just to deepen it up a little bit. But I didn't want to go in with the black because I feel like that may be too harsh. So I'm going to go in with that original brown shade that I went in with from the Nicki K palette. And I'm going to start from the outer corner and I'm going to bring it to the inner corner. And I'm just going to dip in a little bit at a time. Start from the outer corner, go into the inner corner or to the brow. I'm going to go on my fingers with that gold, that golden shade from my Sweet Cheeks palette just to pack that color. Ooh, look how pretty that is. That is so pretty. Now you got you a 2-in-1. A nice eyeshadow palette, a nice cheek palette that turns into an eyeshadow palette, which you can do with any cheek palette. That cheek palette is really soft too. It's nice, soft, buttery colors. Oof, I like it. Now I'm going to take my Prestige True Coal Kajal liner and line the top waterline, top lash line. So I'm going to be wearing a different style. These are Midnight. These have already been used. These are by Kish Lash Couture Triple Push-Up Collection, but they're in the style Midnight. And if you can tell, they flare out in the center and then they taper towards the ends. And these are like my type of style. I like corset better, but these are my type of style where they flare out more in the center because I have more of a round eye. My eyes are not really slanted, but you know, with makeup and whatnot, you can definitely create the eye that you want. But because I did not do a winged out kind of eyeshadow, I want to go for something, a lash that's going to match what I did, since I kind of, you know, rounded it out. But I'm going to go ahead and put some of my duo glue on these. And then, after I put my duo glue on, we are going to continue with the face until these get nice and tacky. And I'm going to coat my lashes with some Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. Gosh, I absolutely love this DERMABLEND powder. I recommend you guys trying wiping off your brows before you do them, before you fill them in, because it's going to look much better. It's going to make your brows look a lot darker, a lot deeper, and you don't have to fill in as much. I love this brow pencil. And I can never find it now. It's like always gone. So every time I go to Walgreens, CVS, I only see it in Walgreens. I don't think I've seen it in CVS. Every time I go to Walgreens, I look for a go by this section. Even if I'm not going in there for this brow pencil, I will go by this section just to see if they have any, and I will buy all of them that they have. There's just not many. And I'm in Walgreens quite a bit because I love Walgreens. I love Walgreens. They have like the best point system. I'm always building bucks when I go in there, so I always have like $1 or $5. And last time I had $10, and I was like, ooh, let's buy some more makeup. I feel like I save at Walgreens, and I also save at Ulta. Like those two stores, like I always save money. Like I always have some bucks or something like that. So I always go to those places first before I go anywhere else. Is it just me, or does this glue take a minute to dry? And then you forget about your lashes, and once you remember that you have your glue drying for your lashes, they're dried up already. Like the glue's dried up, so then I have to rip off the glue and put more glue and wait another 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and spray my face down before I move on with any powder, because I'm kind of debating on whether or not, ooh, sorry. I'm kind of debating on whether or not I want a more glowy finish, or if I just want to stay with the matte finish, because I don't know. I'm kind of feeling a matte lately. Kinda, yeah. So I'm just going to spray my face down with my little tiny Prep and Prime. I used to stay away from this, ooh, it's only a little bit left, so it's kind of looking splotchy on me. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Let me spray some of this one instead. My Charged Water Charcoal Spray. I be doing too much. I'm going to go ahead and line my lips while I wait for my face to dry, and hopefully I do not have these splotches on my face. Wishful thinking. And I'm going to be using Cork by MAC. I think my glue is starting to dry. So I'm going to go ahead and pop on my lashes really quick. So the lashes are on. Oh my gosh. That went much smoother than what it normally does. And now I'm going to be trying out a new lipstick to me. It is the Black Radiance Perfect Tone HD Lip Sculptor. This is in the shade 5511, and it's Belle Majesty. Look at that. Ooh, it's pigmented. I'm barely touching my lip. Barely. Okay, so for all the juicy lip girls, this is going to cover a lot of lip. Ooh, and it's nice and velvety. It reminds me of the formula for like Maybelline's lipsticks and L'Oreal's lipsticks. It feels so good on the lips. It feels so good on the lips. It feels like powdery, like a nice, I don't know, like matte powder feel. I can't explain it. It's not drying though. It's really comfortable. I'm going to add my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder in Glow. And I have been absolutely loving this highlighter. Like, it really did that when they made this highlighter. Like, this highlighter is so pretty and it's so easy to use. It's so user friendly. Like, I think that's why I like it so much, because I don't really have to, you know, hold my breath when I'm putting it on my when I'm placing it on the skin. Because one thing I don't like about highlighters is that some highlighters is that it can look like a streak or just look like it's sitting on the skin, and I just hate that look. But with this, like, you really can't go wrong with this. Like, I really don't have to, like, I just, look at that. Like, I barely work that in and it looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I love this highlighter. I think that's all I'm going to do on my face. And I'm just going to spray it down one more time. Be gentle. Okay, you guys, so that is the completed look. I actually like the way it turned out. I think it looks really pretty. I'm kind of getting Selena's vibes. Selena's. I guess you could say this kind of turned into a fall look. The only reason why I would say it's fall is because of the orange eye and the orange lip, which is kind of picking up more red. Let me have you guys try this lipstick because I really like the I love the texture of it. It's really, really soft. The foundation, yeah, I can't say that I'm in love with the foundation. I have to be quite honest. I think it looks pretty good, and I think it's not as red as it was initially. After I placed everything else on, my concealer and whatnot, I feel like it does look a lot more toned down as far as the red is concerned. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and listen to me ramble and rant about not being able to get the brushes that I wanted. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.